or 3 or 2 minutes. I'm really loving this mic. Let's see if it gives me a different one. Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know how to pin it. He gave me a different number. Now let's see. Hey, Rich. Haven't seen you for a while, Rich. I've been working a lot, though. I guess that on the Light Truths channel, The Truth, Rich, we're going to do a mock trial in the Darlie Routier case here in the upcoming week or so. She's left me to task with the prosecution side, and it's Tracy. I know I don't want to say her last name, but we're going to do that here soon. Hi, Cindy. I'm waiting on Carla to come over here so we can catch up. But we're going to do a mock trial, and it'll be interesting. Tracy's very knowledgeable about that particular case. Now, someone on my last Black Dahlia on my last stream said there's a new channel speaking on them. See if that link works for you, Carla. No, not Tracy Logan. You're talking about Tracy Hogan. I'm talking about her friend. I don't really want to say her last name, but her channel is the Truth. She was a friend of Darla Key. We used to fight. Try that, Carla. See if that works. If it doesn't, then StreamYards can bite me. I miss Cindy cracking me up. She had us all laughing at one point. There's Carl. You gonna moon me? No.
I missed you, Brian.
What's happening, Carla? Cindy?
Not much. I see Molly's like raising a lot of money for St. Jude.
Yeah, she's been on about an hour and maybe 25 minutes, and she's up to around 7,000.
I know. I mean, there's people donating 1,000, 2,000, 2,500. It's amazing.
Yeah, I saw that she got the 1,000. I didn't see the 2,500. I did a live to see if I could get people to go over there anonymously and help donate.
Yeah, so you donated a nice good bit.
Yeah, I give $50 this time, $50 last time, and 10,000. Wow, she's up at 26 already, low lightly.
Yep.
Ginger, you got low lightly, Ginger. Anybody grab that link if you guys want to come up.
Yeah, keep me company.
Yeah, we'll tease Carla.
Yes, tease me. Tease me about my bangs.
Yeah.
Is low lightly in the chat?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, she did a parody on me.
Well, low lightly. Yeah, she is eccentric.
Hey, Ginger Locks, grab the link. Come on, keep me company.
I used to fight with low lightly.
I want Brian picking on me up here.
I'm not going to pick on you. So how you been?
I've been good. I go live every morning. You know that.
Yeah, and usually, but the time that you're going live is when I'm getting ready to start my day, and I'm sitting there at my desk, and I got all these work orders and stuff to do. But I get a minute, so I could talk to you, but I can't come up. I've never been.
You come in the chat in the Discord every morning and say good morning.
I
appreciate that. But I'm usually in bed still when you say good morning. So.
I try to, and I haven't been able to get up and read what's going on there in it. But I really do. I see it every now and then.
Yeah, I usually just say good morning, and then we go into voice chat and talk, and then I go live.
I'm focused on
Ginger.
Hello.
Focused on a lot.
I was waiting for you to come back this morning, and you never came back. I'm like, where did she go?
She's got
my husband was home, so
was he? Oh, okay.
I was watching Ginger this morning with the Johnny Depp thing.
Yeah.
I know. That's
You,
interesting.
you don't
isn't
like
it?
that girl. You don't like that girl very much.
I don't like
She
her at
does not.
all.
She does not like Amber Heard.
You think she's
Mm-mm.
gold digging him?
She is
I
a manipulative, gold-digging bitch who's psychotic.
well,
Has
I used to like Johnny Depp a lot the way he acted, but when he sided with Damien Eccles in the West Memphis Three, he raised $22 million to give them that Alfred plea. I kind of lost interest in him.
mm.
But I'm watching what you're doing, and I see that this girl is really just trying to rake him over the coals.
And all of these companies, all of these movie companies are tearing him apart. They're not giving him any work because of her. But yet she's still working, but they fired him from Warner Brothers from the Fantastic Beast. I don't get that.
Well, he caught a lot of gruff though over the West Memphis Three, but he was still able to work. And then his affiliation with Marilyn Manson in that video, the Say 10 video.
Oh, yeah.
Did you go look at it? Have you seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, it's very satanic and very nasty. And
Oh.
that doesn't help his career. With Damien Eccles, you know who Damien is, right?
No.
Damien Eccles is the West Memphis Three. That they were accused of killing these little boys and doing a satanic ritual.
Oh.
And Johnny Depp and some of the other entertainers got together and helped to get them out of prison. They got the life in prison, but they raised $22 million for him. And Damien Eccles and Johnny Depp, they're really good friends now, and they have these satanic friendship tattoos there. And a lot of that hurt Johnny's career, but that doesn't mean that he's out there abusing this woman like she says, because I've been watching what you're saying, and I don't know a lot about her, but she seems like a liar.
But she has been proven to be nothing but a liar. Her friends, all the friends who testified against him, are backing away. I mean, like I said, Io Tillett making an agreement with his lawyer was huge.
Yeah, and some of the Johnny Depp's exes also.
Every one of them stepped up and said what a kind man he is.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bad video where he's lost his temper ever.
Yes,
too.
Yeah. The story about how Johnny Depp got famous, if you ever go back and look at it, he was giving they were auditions for 21 Jump Street, and that Matt LeBlanc, the guy from Friends. Yeah. Well, they were aspiring actors together, and Johnny Depp gave him a ride to audition for that. And while Johnny Depp was sitting there waiting, they didn't like Matt LeBlanc. They liked Johnny Depp. And that's how he became famous, by giving somebody a ride.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. He's a really good actor.
I do like the man. I mean, I understand. I mean, I don't know anything about the satanic rituals. I don't know anything about that at all.
I liked him most in Edward Scissorhands. Now, he caught a lot of crap too because he owned the Viper Room, where River Phoenix had a drug overdose.
Yes, I remember. Mm-hmm.
And he caught a lot of crap over that too. So.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't been on a panel with Carl for so long, and it's cool.
You missed me.
I do, and it's like by the time I get home, I really don't want to do a whole lot. But I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I don't have to work tomorrow. So
really?
No.
We used to have a lot of fun on panels. We did. We always had a lot of fun.
My blood pressure.
You know what I watched today? I was watching The Chapter, and I don't know if you know that channel.
I love that channel.
He did one thing about Darlie Routier, and I was watching. I was watching his take on it, and now I'm conflicted about her guilt or innocence.
I'm juror number one. I'm not supposed to know anything.
Does he think that Darlie is innocent?
No, he thinks she's guilty.
And what makes you?
The way his channel is special, but from the way he was talking to me, I think he thinks she's guilty.
Yeah,
and I was convinced she was guilty before, but now I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's a controversial case, and there's a lot to be spoken on.
You know what I have a problem with is her husband.
Yeah.
I have a problem that he never, you know what I mean? Like I have a problem with him. That's who I have a problem with.
Okay. If you break it down about Darren, right?
Uh-huh.
If people, a lot of people think that maybe he set it up, right? But she is always covered for him. And the lady that I had to do an interview with me, Beja, was their housekeeper. And she told me, and the video doesn't exist anymore, but a lot of people saw it. I had 170,000 views on it. But she told me that Darren and Darlie together tried to get her to help with an insurance scam. And Darlie's always said that she didn't know anything about this insurance scam. So if Darlie isn't guilty by herself, I would always think that they both did it together. I don't think that Darren is 100% innocent in it. I don't.
Well, and see, the reason I had a problem with Darren is because they were saying that they were living beyond their means.
I'm literally gonna just stop listening because I'm supposed to be a juror on this thing. So.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay to study. It's okay to study. You should study up on the case.
Oh, I thought, being that, like, I shouldn't look up anything and just kind of take it from where you guys.
Well, I tell you what, that the jury that she actually had were not sequestered. They were not, so they were able to see the media.
Okay. Okay. Then that's a little bit of a different story.
When is this going to happen? Because I have.
Well,
Tracy had issues. Yeah,
she had a really bad event.
A loss.
Yeah, with her nephew. I understand.
She'll bounce back from it. But Tracy has a lot of inside information too because she was friends with Darlie's mother, and I was at one point too. I was one of those people that stuck up for her, and I felt like she was innocent. I had Facebook groups on it. And I really thought that she was innocent at one point too. So,
all right. Well, isn't Tracy friends with her mother or her?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Tracy, I don't know if they're friendly now, but I know at one point.
I mean, she was, or Facebook friends or something. I know.
They would talk to each other, but now her name is Darlie Key. And I used to be friendly with her too. I used to be able to pick up the phone and call her and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, when my son did what he did, Darlie Key was the first one, even as a non-supporter of her daughter, she was the first one to message me and tell me, hey, we're sorry this happened, and don't talk to the media. She gave me some advice on it. She was like the first one the day that it happened. But the case is going to be really interesting because it's so controversial. But most, like I said, I used to believe that she was 100% innocent, and I was one of those. You couldn't tell me anything. She's innocent. Period. Blah blah blah. But when I started looking into this case a little bit further and getting, I made it a point to really dig into that case. I talked to one of the prosecutors. I talked to some of the family members. We went to the scene. I got more interviews than anybody else, and the more that I talked to people outside of media and social media, the more I was convinced that she was guilty.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you watch Stellars at all from last night?
Yes.
I haven't seen Stellars yet, but I will.
You've got to watch it. It is. You guys in chat have got to watch Stellars from last night. He talks about how his older sister, survived an attack from Ted Bundy, and he really did his homework. I had no idea that Ted Bundy had a daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that.
That was the girl that left Ted Bundy, the girl that broke up with him. He would go after women that reminded him of her. Now Ted Bundy, I believe, was raised by his grandmother and not his mother.
In Philadelphia. Yeah, actually, for a while. I'm like, ooh.
His mother, his mother gave him over to his grandparents.
Like, I'm not proud of that one at all. No.
He made a mockery of the court system. He used to argue with the judge, and he really thought that he was going to do himself a favor by serving, what they call that, pro se.
Pro se, yeah.
Yeah, and he.
Oh my God.
You could just see the evilness in this guy.
I do remember that. Like, I completely remember that from back in the 80s because I got kind of hung up on the case. And it just, I guess it bothered me because I was really young. And you were led to believe, like, these guys who take kids or steal people are like monsters and ugly and this. And this guy was not that.
No,
at all.
He targeted women and smart women that were in college usually.
And he was quite charming. Like
He's very charming.
Well, he used to
extremely.
was it Anne Rule? He worked at a
He
call
worked.
center.
Yeah,
and
he
he
worked
used to walk her to her car.
a suicide
But
prevention
nobody.
center. Yes, that
Yeah.
and
Oh
she.
my
He
God.
was there.
Mm-mm.
But he would use little ploys on these women, like, "Hey, I lost my dog," or he'd have his arm in a sling, or he'd be on crutches. Yeah, he really he was a sick individual.
He was.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it-
guys, I got to jump
Very-
off. I wanted just to come up and say hello to the both of you.
it's
I have to go take out my friend's dogs for the last time tonight.
You're such a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I'm not a people pleaser.
She's such a sweetie.
She said,
I'm
"No, I'm
really
not."
not.
Brian. You know, you're nice. You're a nice person. We'll put it
I'm
that
not a
she
bit,
is.
but Carla, am I a people pleaser?
No, I don't think so.
way. And you have,
I don't think I am.
I don't
I
think-
just choose to
not-
keep
not
certain people's
anymore.
names out of my mouth. That's
yeah,
all.
Yeah, she's not. She's not a. Well, she's a panel hoe, but
I am a
Yeah.
panel hoe.
she is a panel hoe.
Well,
but she's
I am a
no,
panel
she's not
hoe.
a people. She's not a people pleaser.
I'm
She's
just
not a people
glad-
pleaser.
I'm glad you
I
did
would
both.
say when I was younger, absolutely, I was a people pleaser. I would have done anything to now. I don't care.
You've been
but-
healthy for quite a while too. You have been in the hospital for a couple months now.
No, I have not. Only in the emergency room, and that's it. So I'll take that. That's good.
That's right.
That's fine because that stuff's going to happen. I get it, but I don't want to be in the hospital. That's all.
Yeah, good.
That's all.
We're tired of seeing you in there.
I know. I know. I am too.
Even though you take it gracefully.
I try.
Yeah,
She does.
yeah.
It
I
isn't
don't know.
it
And
easy?
you know what pisses me off more than that? Is she looks so damn good all the time.
She's so cute.
I
in the
do
hospital.
not.
I know. She looks so
You're
good. I'm
crazy.
like, "Ooh,
I got my
good
hippie outfit
in the
on today.
hospital."
The first time I
Yeah.
saw her come on somewhere, and I said, "You have the most amazing smile." She's got one of those
She does.
smiles that makes the whole room light up, and bluebirds start singing, and rainbows and everything else. Like, you know, how can you be mad at somebody like that's got a smile like that?
Oh, trust me, a
I
lot of
don't
people
think
don't
I've
like
ever
me.
seen anybody get mad at her.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
seen
Ever.
it. I haven't seen it.
I mean, I'm sure there's been a
I can
few.
point out some people for you.
Yeah, there's been a few, but
There's been
I-
a few. It's all good.
nobody seriously ever has a.
I think
it is whatever it is. I don't care about it. That's why I don't
I think
care
if she
what
went
people
off-
say.
I think if you went off on somebody, I'd start cracking up.
Oh,
Oh, I've seen
have.
her a couple times get mad.
It
I had
is
a-
not pretty sight. I don't like it. No, I don't like getting mad. It is a kind of ugly. I don't
It's
like
not
it.
your-
Yeah,
Not your
that's-
style, huh?
It isn't my thing, but I
That's
can
good.
get there, and when I can get there a lot quicker than I used to before.
Yeah,
But yeah, it doesn't take me that much lately. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta calm down.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, I gotta go pay my daughter's tutor. So
Okay, love
gotta go,
you.
guys.
be well.
bye.
Oh,
Thanks,
look
Brian.
at that name, Brian. Freak
Huh?
in the sheets. Freak in the sheets.
I know, right? They go through new sheets every week
Yeah.
because they're freaky in the sheets.
So
Yeah.
how have you been, Brian? Working
Oh.
hard as usual.
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. My blood pressure is skyrocketing. Last time I went and had it checked, I was 176 over 118. So I got to get that checked. I'm working on. I'm going to DMV tomorrow to pay my reinstatement fee, get my driver's license back, get that all going, get us a car.
Oh, or you are going to get a car.
Yes, I'm gonna get my. I haven't had my license since 2000.
Oh, yeah, but I thought you were worried about Nicole taking your car.
Well, I talked to her a lot about it, and what I'm going to do is I am going to buy a standard shift type of truck, something that she can't drive.
Brian.
Well, we talked about it. We've been too long without a vehicle. I'm making really good money now. I got some saved. I want to buy. So I'm just going to buy something that she's not able to drive, and because she will take off in it, and she will. She just will. And but if she needs, we're going to set certain times. If she wants to go shopping or something like that, I will be able to take her. But it's not. See, when I had a car before, she'd wait till I got home from work, and as soon as I got home from work, I need to go here and I need to go there, and I'd be like, a lot of times you don't want to go somewhere. Most of the time I'd take her, but there would be them times I didn't want to go somewhere, and she would just take off in the car, and she ended up breaking it. So I put an end to that, and it's been way too long. So, And
that's cool. Do you know what kind of car you're going to get?
I don't know. I was looking at some of the. It has to be a standard shift, and some of the cars that I want don't come in standard shift. I want something that's big because Nicole's so tiny, and it has to be a standard shift, and that's where I'm having a problem right now. So they don't make them like they used to, and I don't want a little tiny grocery getter. I want a big car, a big truck, something.
Well,
big.
you've got a family too, so you want, you know.
Well, like if I buy a truck, we can also, you get the ones that have the seats in the back. But I can't find any of those that are in a standard shift yet. But I still have to. I got a little bit of money I got to pay, and I got the insurance covered for 6 months right now, and because you have to show proof of insurance before you can even go. And then I got to take the test. It's been a couple of years since I drove actually, and then after I get my driver's license, that very same day, I'm going to buy something. Well, actually, cool. Yeah, my work wants me. Another thing, my work wants me to drive their vehicles, and they can offer me a lot more money. And so I came home and I talked to Nicole about it. And she's cool with it, so that's what we're gonna do.
That's good. Is she cool with not driving it though?
Well, you see, that's the thing that held me back because, if I was her and my significant other had a nice car out there and he was able to drive and I couldn't because of his disability, it would aggravate me. So I just tried to eliminate all that, and then with her getting mad at me, she would wait till I went to the bathroom or something, and just take my keys and be gone and take off.
Oh, jeez.
And she wrecked so many different cars. Like every person that has epilepsy, they have some kind of trigger that sets it off. And it seemed like her having both hands on the wheel and having to focus on the road would be her trigger, and she would have seizures while she was driving. And it's not only dangerous for her, it's dangerous for other people. And then she wrecked 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. And then I put an end to her driving, and we fought over it. And it got to the point where I just said, all right, neither one of us will drive because I'm just eliminating that crap. I don't want to fight with her all the time about it. But it's been
it'll be good for you to have a car anyways.
Yeah, well, especially since I've been working so hard, I put money up. I could basically, my credit's a lot better now. I could basically go get what I want, but I have to have something that's standard shift.
And you don't have to rely on public transportation. You can just get in your car and go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell you, the public transportation has not really been an issue. I don't mind it. It's inexpensive. You don't have to drive, and then when I get off of work, I can just kind of relax. At first it was kind of like, I don't like this, but no, it's not that big a deal to do it. The Ubers are good, but now with people getting this unemployment, this extra money from unemployment, it's hard to get an Uber even right now. But I think I can make more money. The big thing is that my work wants me to start driving, going from site to site, and not depending on other people, and they'll give me more money if I can do that. So that's what I want to do.
Right.
So it won't
that'll be good for you.
Yeah, and then I found this insurance deal where you can get covered a 6-month liability, just liability, not full coverage at first, and for $250 for 6 months. I said, sign me up.
Wow.
I was like, man, sign me up. Cheap. That's very cheap. That covers me liability wise for anything that I drive. It's not full coverage though.
No,
then I can change it over to full coverage whenever I buy something. Because I buy something, I want something new. I want something new. So
you're going to buy like a new. Hey, you know what my husband was telling me? I think it was yesterday, the day before. He said there's a shortage of cars now.
Well, yeah, because they're not producing like they used to because of COVID. There probably is a shortage.
Yeah, he said there's a shortage of cars, so that probably would drive the prices down. What do you think? If there's a shortage of cars?
Yeah, it seems like it's easier to get financed anyway.
I would say, because they're going to be trying to sell the cars that they have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they got.
If there's a shortage, because we drove by a few car lots and you could see like park. You know how usually there's like it's full. None of them were full. None of them.
That's crazy.
I know. I hadn't heard about that, but that's what he said he heard, that there's a shortage of cars.
Well,
So,
the only truck that I saw that was interesting to me, that standard shift, but it's a Nissan. You know, I don't know.
did it have like the back seat too, the front seat and back seat?
Yeah, it's got everything on it, but when I got the TRD, the Toyota Tacoma that I like, but it's $41,000.
Ooh,
Yeah, the payment on that would be about $675 a month, and that's ridiculous.
good Lord.
But
That's expensive.
it's nice.
Yeah, I know, but can't you find like
I'll find
a a used one, but that's in good shape, like doesn't
Yeah,
have a lot of mileage and stuff?
yeah.
Because I mean, paying that much a month, Brian, holy cow.
Well, if I have to, you know.
That's like a house payment.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
some places you can have a Mercedes for $600 a month. You know.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know, but I'm kind of excited about that. And I'm kind of worried about taking a test. It's been about 2 years since I drove anything.
I let my driver's license expire, and I had to go 4 or 5 different times before I finally passed. I
How long?
decided like the last time I had to actually study the test because I had forgotten everything.
Well, I did the written test, some of the practice tests online, and I passed them every time, the written test. And
Then that's half the battle. The only
yeah,
thing you have to go for after that is the driving.
right. Yeah. Then I got my glasses, so I'll be able to pass the vision test. And then driving, I shouldn't have any trouble with. See, I never did. The thing I worry about is the parallel parking, because I would never do that anyway. I would always just look for a parking spot where I had to back in. I would never do. Yeah.
And it depends on who you get giving you your test. Because
Yeah.
sometimes they don't make you do all that stuff. Like
Or
they
some-
didn't.
Yeah.
The one guy made me do a lot of the parking stuff and that, but and I didn't really pass that. But the other guy that gave me my test didn't make me do anything except just drive around the block, stop at a stop, He didn't
Yeah.
make me do any parking. So
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on who you get.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just hope it all, like my boys for the driving test. My son bought a brand new Chevy Cruze, and then my other two boys have both of them have the Hyundai Elantras. And they're willing to let me. And those are small cars, and that would be easy for me to get. I guess if you drive, you don't ever really forget. But when you got somebody that's grading you and judging you, it make you nervous, especially when you paid out a bunch of money to try and get your license back.
Yeah, well, you'll get it though, Brian. Just study the test.
Yeah, if you fail it here in Ohio the first time, they make you wait 6 months.
They only made me wait 24 hours. You could do it every 24 hours if you wanted to.
I think it's different in this state, but we'll see. We'll see. And, the girls are getting older too. Yeah, the girls are getting older too, and we've always told them that they'll be the ones. We always said we'll get you a car, but you'd have to drive your mom around. They don't care about that.
Yeah, and that'll be a couple years when they'll be driving.
Well, yeah, Jada's gonna have about 4 years.
Yeah.
And I want her to know how to. I want her to know.
4.
And you'll be teaching her.
It'll be 4 years in 3 days.
Yeah. Her birthday's coming up soon.
In 2 days.
In 2 days.
3.
3?
It's in May 20th.
She's doing good.
Well, Brian, it was nice coming up here, but I think I'm gonna hop down.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted to give you a chance to get up on panel and talk to you. I feel like I'm on your channel right now.
Well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed your live yesterday with Ninny because I went back and watched the whole replay. And
Ninny is she is such a different person when she's not.
And you guys get along so well. Like
I really like her.
Hard to believe, like 2 years ago, you guys were at each other's throat.
Man, I never knew what a nice and sweet person that she can be. I think maybe she's in a different spot and things aren't bothering her like they used to.
I think she is, even by the way she was talking to you. Like, things like 2 years ago bothered her a lot. She would get like you know, she would get upset about a lot of things. But when I heard her talking on your
So reasonable.
live, she was so calm, and she was like the voice of reason.
Yeah, very reasonable. I like.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
It's cool to be able to call her a friend. I like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
And she gets along with everybody now. She kind of goes. She still doesn't like Laura, but hey, you know, lots of people.
I've seen her in Laura's. She kind of goes everywhere, wherever
Yeah,
she
she goes
wants.
everywhere she wants, and that's fine with me. You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna jump down here too. I'm gonna,
Okay, Brian. Thanks for letting me come up. You have a great night.
You too, Carl. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.